Yo, what up, what up, what up, what up? This is your boy Big Rich right here. Pretty much gonna go into a little depth on this new Reason 5. This is gonna be the first video, and I'm gonna just focus on the basics of trying to get started with the Kone Drum Designer. I like to call it the AKA Kone Drum Machine. It's pretty much like a minimize. Alright, it pretty much look like an MPC to you. You know what I'm saying? You'd be like, oh wow, well, you know, what would Reason ever think of next? You know what I'm saying? They're trying to make everything virtual this and virtual that. Look here, let me tell you something. This Kone Drum Machine is a damn beast in its own. It's not set up like the Red Drum where you're limited to certain things. You're only limited to whatever samples that you put into it. This drum machine, Kone, quote unquote Kone Drum Machine, has modules in here where you can actually make your own drum sounds without using somebody else's samples or you having to make your own samples. Let me break it down to you, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna break that down to you. Let's get on how to get started and getting recognized with the Kone drum sound. Now you're probably thinking like, okay, how, what's controlling what's controlling what? Stop, think about it. Alright, now look, pad 1, you see this blue square outline around pad 1? You know what I'm saying? See that? When you hit your, you know what I'm saying, your drum controller, MIDI controller, pad 1 is gonna light up. Hit it with your mouse, it's gonna light up. You're focusing just on pad 1. Now if you hit pad 2 with your mouse, you're only focusing on pad 2. Now as you see in this booger green screen to your left, you're gonna see drum 2, which is pad 2, drum 1, which is pad 1. Alright, now it's pretty much the screen is pretty much set up like the Red Drum is set up on each individual 10 channels. You have your pitch knob, you have your decay knob, you have your 2 aux knobs, you have your tone knob, you have your pan knob, and you have your drum level just for pad 1 or drum 1. Now the new thing they have on here is that you have a bus effects knob. Now the bus effects knobs mean you can send this one drum sound to like a reverb or a delay or any other type of effect to the bus effects module little dealy. You know what I'm saying? You want to know where that's at? See this little show drum effects? Drop that down for you. Bam. You know what I'm saying? Now it's pretty much set up and it's labeled in big letters to not confuse you or lose you on anything. Now on pad 1, when you drop this down, this is pretty much the meat. This is how you get the Kone to sound. The Kone, the beat on this damn chest. You dig? Alright. So drum module is what you're going to be loading up. What kind of drum sound you're going to be loading up. Effects 1 and 2 is the individual effects per pad. Individual effects per pad. What does that mean? Effects 1, effects 2. You can have, you know, this type of effect. You can have an EQ and you can have a reverb, or you can have, let's just say, an echo or a delay. That's pretty much for y'all that don't know, you know what I'm saying, audio. Tape echo is pretty much a delay. You can have these 2 effects on one pad. Now if we click on pad 2, it's blank. That means you're starting all over again. Oh my Jesus. That means each pad has 2 effects per pad. That's off the chain. That's better than the Red Drum, where you had to go and plug this in, plug that in. It was too much plugging in. Everything is all in one unit. Now what I was saying about the bus effects, your bus effects is going to be right here. Unfortunately, you can only use one effect for the bus effects. So if you wanted to use a reverb and tap a little reverb in all 16 of your sounds, you could do that. You know what I'm saying? If you want to go to pad 16 or drum 16, you can bust a little of your effects. You know what I'm saying? You can bust a little of that reverb, send that sound to the reverb machine. And let me break down send right quick. When you see send bust effects, that means every time you turn this knob up, you're sending that, let's just say, snare drum. You're sending that snare drum signal to the reverb, and it's going to give you a little reverb effects on top of that snare. You dig what I'm saying? It's real simple, you dig? So let's go back to pad 1. Let's just load up something on pad 1. So let's just go right here. This window right here, you can load up right here where it says browse drum pads. You can load up wave files, AIF files or Rex files from this one window. If you want to do things individually, if you want to make your own drum sound, you can using a physical bass drum. If you want to make a synth bass drum, it's pretty much you can make like 909s, 808s. You know what I'm saying? Vice versa. So, you know, it's simple as that. But let's just load up a WAV file, which commonly everybody uses with basic beat making and stuff like that. So let's just go right here to factory bound. You're gonna go to cone patches. Let's go sounds and samples. Let's just choose a bass drum, right? What we was talking about with the bass drum shit. And as my hard drive loads up, all right, nice 808, right? What it pulled up smaller version of the NNXT, which is called the NNano. You know. Oh, you like that, huh? Oh yeah, you like that, huh? So you can adjust it, decay, make it a little short. Now with the busted fin, remember I was telling you about if you want to add some reverb to this bass drum, simply turn up that knob to, you know, a little quarter a bit. Hear that rate? Oh, you can't hear the reverb? It's just your dry and wet knob on your reverb. Just the size. Oh, you hear that reverb now. Back off the send knob. Make it a dry drum. Move it to the right. Start hearing that reverb. Real fucking cool, man. You couldn't do this inside the red drum. This machine is allowing you to be more expressive with your drums and stuff like that. Now you hear on that drum, see how it can add a little bit more. Hey, if you want to beef up your kick drum, adjust your gain knob, and go at it with the EQ. You know, if you want to add a little mid. So you got total control. You can actually use 2 different EQs to tweak out your drums. Ain't that fucking awesome? Just for pad 1. That's awesome. Alright. Now if you want to add a little transient design and you want to make this kick have a little bit knock, have a little bit more punch to it, just attack. Let's do the decay right here and adjust the amount. See how that drum has a little bit more punch to it. Take it off. Awesome, huh? Awesome. You can make your drums actually sound fat. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people out there, my peoples out there, you know what I'm saying, they using their MPCs, hooking their MPCs up with the with Reason, trying to get that fat sound. Well, I think Propeller Heads caught on to the fact, you know, all the tricks and trade of how trying to get the drums to sound fat. That was the problem with Reason, in my opinion, is the drums was never sounding fat. You have to go in Pro Tools, tweak your drums. You have to go use some type of external drum module or MPC and sync it up with the Reason to use with the instruments, the woody woot or whatnot or whatnot. What they focused on right here was the first module they ever talked about was the cone. This machine allows you to focus on your drums to get them fat, sounding big, without even having to touch the damn mix window, which is right here. You can actually have your drums sounding the way you want them before you can even touch the mix window. Ain't that awesome? That, yeah, I know, it's awesome. And you're not even talking about adding a compressor on the master effects, which the master effects control it. All your sounds coming from pad 1 through 16 all goes routed through the master effects. So anything you load up on these 16 pads gonna come through here. If on 16 you wanted to load up a drum, if you want to load up a drum loop, oh, let me blow your mind right quick. See right here, browse loop. Let's browse a loop right quick. I'm about to show y'all. I'm about to blow your mind right quick. Right quick. So let's just choose something. Shit. Now you're thinking like, oh wow, wow, you can actually play a Rex file in a damn drum out. Hell yeah. Press on 16 one time, it's gonna play the whole loop. Press it. Press it again. Pretty awesome, right? Yeah. You come right here and you notice how everything changes once you press on a pad with your mouse. You on the kick drum, go up to 16. So pretty much how this drum machine is designed is you're focusing on one individual pad sound at a time, tweaking it, fixing it up the way you're gonna fix it up. Now I'm running out of time, but look here, people, this is what we're gonna do right here. You know what I'm saying? Next video, I'm gonna show you how to fuck with the goddamn Nurse Rex in one of the pads. I'm gonna show you how to mess with the NN Nano, and I'm gonna show you how to, you know, we're gonna just tweak with the drum modules right here. If you got any questions, hit me up on my email, coxbeats08@gmail.com, and I can hook you up with the Reason 5 tips, advice, questions, mixing questions. You got anything you want to ask me, holla at your boy. I'm out of here. Peace. Yeah.